What's up, YouTube? AMVgrow, and today, progress. Barely fits on the frame, but yes, progress. A lot of yellowing, more on that in a bit. A lot of crowding, more on that in a bit. And bang, more on that in a bit. So I'm gonna start with the yellowing. Obviously, as I said in the last video, I did not put any feed in them. It's just water. See what it does with the soil that was in there, right? Regular old general potting soil from, I don't know, your grocery stores. Those tiny bags that they got, right? So they've been doing it for a while, and yeah, up until last week's video, they started. Well, in that video, they were already showing signs of yellowing. Right now, you can see it a whole lot better, like right there, right? So it's doing its cannibalism thing, eating itself, using its own lower leaf matter, right, to feed itself. And there's been some tops sprouting, right there, some toppies, right. But yeah, real quick, all the flowers, no feeding whatsoever, same potting soil. I think I got a random Frisian duck right there, and then Mike Tyson corkscrew crossed with apple fritter. And those four, 1, 2, 3, 4, should be blueberry cushions, but apparently not, right? Apparently not. But yeah, yellowing. I just watered them, so I think they're still kind of dripping, but that's alright. Yeah, that's the flower, right? And it's already started on 2 of them. I think it's all of them. Right? So yeah, it's doing something, right? This is my first grow all the way to the flower of the tobacco. And the last one I just tossed it because I needed space and I was waiting for bigger tents, yada yada. So I never went as far as that, pretty much. So let's see what it does, because I want them seeds, right? Usually you would chop them off and then it would get nice and big and fat, just like that. But it's already doing that. Not only that, the tent's not the size it should be. It should be like twice as big for the one alone. But it's alright. I mean, this is already getting really big, right? And this is just the normal pot that I usually use. Right? It should be more like this-ish. So it already sticks out, right? It's big. It's big. It's big. Yeah. It doesn't fit. So yeah, in this video I'm gonna pluck some of those. Also yellowing that one because obviously I'm giving it just water. I'm not putting nutrients in it yet. I kind of want to do this Monday. Give him 1 ml of each. That's the rhizotonic, the root thing, the root juice thing, the canazyme. Well, rhizotonic is for the roots, zyme for zyme, I guess, right? For the root matter, that root matter that is, and maybe some veg, some canavega, you know what I mean, for growth. See what that does. Maybe get some green back in them leaves, you know what I mean. Because right now I got to the point where I kind of know on this potting soil, right, that I used, about 2-3 weeks, and then it starts yellowing, and then you kind of need to feed it, otherwise it just dies and withers, right? But yeah, about let's say 2 weeks, I can go from the very tiny stage of seedling all the way to here, and then I kind of have to feed it. I should have started that last week, but I wanted to see what happens. And this is the result. Nice and green, right? One plant, one bucket, so that's one plant munching on all that nutrients that's in there, right? Too big of a plant and too small of a pot. So now I also know what that does, right? And then that thing. It works. Still gross. But yeah, I'm put it on pause. I'm gonna cut some stuff off because doing it one-handed is very annoying. I did that last time around and kind of awkward. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll be back in a jiffy. Let's see if I can get it into one frame. And all right, and we're back. First three done. Now, a bunch of leaves, right? It's a nice contrast. All three of them sitting on one of them. You know what I mean? One tray. Looks real good. Looks real good. Right. Show this to the back, and I'll do that for last, right? And yeah, let's get it on with that one, right? Show that to the side. Alright. Show this to the side a little. There we go. Alright. Yeah, give me a second and I'll be right back. And we're back, right? Looks a whole lot different. A whole lot of leaves. A whole lot of space. And accidentally tore one out. Tiny one that did not survive. Tiny one. But that's alright. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of space, a lot of air for him to breathe. There's one really flimsy one in there. It's this one. And it's that one. Maybe I can get it up again. Oh yeah, it needs to strengthen up. Bloody blah, right? All the jazz. Right there. Another one right here. That's what you get when they suffocate each other, right? Take away each other's sunlight. Or, well, light, right? But yeah, no, they got a lot of space right now, so let's see what it does, right? Let's see what it does. The one in the middle, that one is the oldest, right? So that one was the biggest with the widest leaves, right? Nice and wide leaves. Well, everything had nice and wide leaves, to be honest. Right. But yeah, no, it looks really good, you know. Some yellowing, obviously, you know, on the bottom. You know what I mean? Other than that, they're looking good. As of this Monday, I'm gonna give them that light feeding, 1 mil of each. Rhizotonic, Zyme, and Vega, all from Canna. Still rocking that Canna, you know. Them bottles are still ain't empty, so I'm gonna use them on these too. See what it does, right? See what it does. And then there's a real bare one. I kind of don't want to harvest it because it's nice and big. It's just nice to look at really big ass leaves. Little big, them I. Kind of don't want to cut it off, but I have to. I gotta. You know what I mean? Alright, I'm gonna zip open the dry tent, so that I can lay them down. I got them, instead of hanging, I got them laying down. See what that does. And then the others are looking very good. Not shriggled up yet, you know, they haven't torn itself apart yet, so that's all good. And let's see what it does with one of them bigger leaves, because that right there is the biggest yet. And they're probably only gonna get bigger if I let them, that is. Because if I only cut off that one, right, then that one will just get bigger and bigger and bigger, right? As well for the others. But yeah, I'm gonna put you on pause one more time, and I'm gonna cut off some big ass leaves, right? Alright, I'm gonna be back in a jiffy. Boom! And we're back, right? So yeah, this is the final look, right? It's a little bit more zoomed down, right? Right? It was very crowdy, and now it's nice and open, right? A little air over there, right? Nice little flow. A little bit of air over there, all that new growth can, you know, use all that new air, and then stuff in the middle, right? And then something I haven't fed it yet, and I'm curious if I'm gonna feed it at all. I mean, that just does its thing, you know. That white air is all good. It's not gonna fatten up, but let's just see what that soil does if I just let it do its thing and I just give it water. Because what if I fill the entire tent, right, with nothing but the small pots with that particular soil, and all I do is water, and I get all that smaller stuff, right? But then I cut it down, dry it, or flash dry it in the freezer, right? Or freeze it, if you will, right? And then what's this stuff called? The gassy thing, right? And then the liquid at the bottom, and then let it evaporate, and then make that smoochy stuff out of that. Resin? Rosin? You guys call that? Something like, I don't know. But the entire floor filled with that, and then imagine a wee bit of feeding instead of a full power feeding. Just see what it does. See what it gets. Yeah. Yeah. Right? It's tiny. It's really tiny. I'm more interested in all of that. That's what I'm interested in. You know what I mean? Those are the big leaves. Right. Right. Hopefully you could see the entire length. Right? And hopefully it'll just fall onto the line, flap over, fall onto the line, flap over. That's the idea. And then flaps over the cable that's right there, that cable. And then it flaps over, right? Instead of falling in between these. I want it to in between there, okay? That's the idea. And the other one is sort of just dangling, 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 right? But yeah, that's about it, you guys. There's not a lot to add to it, other than everything is lush, everything is green. It all looks good. And on my end, luckily, no participants for the seed giveaway, so I only have to do my regular package of envelopes and seeds, so that's a wee bit of positive, For me, at least, it's less effort, right? Less effort. But yeah, as I said, it looks green. It's kind of sriggled, but it'll be good. It'll be good. But yeah, everything looks good. Somehow that looks good, right? A little bit of yellowing down there, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And I got something drying, right? I got something drying. So yeah, you guys. As always, if you want in on the seed giveaway, drop a comment and you'll get a number. And next week, Friday, hopefully, I'll announce the winner, right? And it's gonna be rinse and repeat for that day as well. So yeah, every Friday, and I'm a day late, but still, right? And as for the rest, I hope you keep growing so that I can keep watching your videos, because that's how it goes. And remember, you guys, have fun growing.